Asa Khalif here, co-sponsoring for the Techbook Online Philly Focus. I'm sitting here next to pioneer extraordinaire. They call him the unnamed mayor of the neighborhood and of the block. Okay, we call him C, and he has been extremely helpful and extremely compassionate, showing a softer side of him, which I'm sure we may not be used to often. But he was very influential in helping with the Tomayo McDuffy case, and I wanted to give you some thoughts and ask you a question on how does it feel in terms of seeing everything that's unfolded and where we stand right now at this present time?
First of all, I think it's all the credit goes to his mother. You know, a strong black single woman, going against all the odds. You know, the odds that young black women go through in these urban communities, urban cities anyway. But to answer your question, I think it's a great step. You know, he was a kid that I feel, this is my personal opinion, you know, that he was falsely accused due to lack of evidence. You know, cops, you know, the officers on the case, you know, showed poor judgment on handling the case, all in all. But it just felt good to see him back on his block with his friends.
Yes.
You know, his sisters is enjoying him. My son is out there, he missed him. You know, the community missed him. The community missed him.
How important was it as a black father yourself to personally stick your neck out and be involved visibly underneath all of the shadows of the publicity concerning this case? But how important was it as a black father to lend your helping hand in this situation?
I mean, basically, I got a 16-year-old son in the house, so that could easily been my son.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
so I look at it as, and I try to talk to a lot of young guys around here. You know, when I get the chance to, and I come out, and you know, I always let them know that, you know, the system is not built for y'all to succeed. They got cops, you know, shooting innocent, unarmed men, black men. As you can see in Tomayo's case, they threw him in jail. He was facing the rest of his life basically, you know, and they didn't care. So I just felt as though, you know, after, you know, more and more the story was evolving, and me and my wife, you know, we sat back and we just was like, we know this kid. You know, we know this kid. This is not this kid. And, you know, I just, like my wife always say, you know, I feel as though that could have been my son. And I have a 5-year-old that's grown up, and the change had to start somewhere. And if it don't change and now, or if somebody don't get the wheels rolling right now, it's going to be a continuing process, even when my son hit his age.
If you had last question, if you had a chance to do it all over again, would you have changed your decision concerning your participation in helping Tomayo McDuffy?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, I wish I would have did more. I wish I would have did more. But, you know, as a community, we don't see this type of stuff going on no more. You know, my wife reaching out to her, she reaching back to us. You know, any inkling of good news that she gets, she might share with us. Some things she could, some things she couldn't. We understand. You know, but what we got to realize is the fight's not over.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? He's home. It's better to be home to fight the case from the outside, to get that jail mentality, because that's all he wants, you know? And I think this experience for Tomayo, I look at it as a blessing. Even though it's a bad thing that happened, it's still a blessing, because now his mother has knowledge. So if any one of our children may go through the same thing, I'm going to her.
Exactly.
I'm going to her immediately. So I look at everything as a blessing, man. It's good to see him home. I appreciate you guys. I've seen all the hard work you guys been doing on the internet, and you know, and his team of lawyers, you know, are behind him, and he's a good kid, man. I'm glad to see him home. But the fight's not over. The fight's not over.
Well, as you heard from the unofficial mayor of the block, thank you, C, for all your hard work and your integrity and standing up for this case. It's truly a blessing to the family as well as his supporters. And it shows that it truly takes a village. in terms of fighting, and the fight is never over. As C has said, and I concur. This is Asa Khalif. Until next time, peace and blessings.